Hey guys, Real Reviews here, and I got something cool and new today. Not as new, probably it's already videos have been made, but I'm gonna do it for you guys. This is the Nest fourth, I believe third generation. Not getting too hasty to the fourth, but this is the Nest Learning Thermostat. If you haven't watched any of my other videos, you've known I bought the Nest Hello, and that's the video doorbell. So if you guys have any interest in the Nest video doorbell, please watch my video. I have an unboxing review, spec review, and I also have a professional installation review, which they let me do. Best Buy Geek Squad came out and installed it in my front door. So please guys, subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So now let's get into it. So this is the Nest Learning Thermostat. Everybody's heard of it, and I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review today and installation. So hopefully I can get this all on tape for you guys and do it all in one. So here is it programs itself and then pays for itself. So kind of let's look at it. Nest saves energy, period. The Nest thermostat reinvented. So I ordered this thing off ComEd or whatever your power subscriber is. You always see that you get that $100 rebate. Why would I wait and send it in when you can buy it right from your energy provider, and they actually sell it for $149? So let's kind of look at the boxing itself. Very simple, very easy, and let's unbox it really quick and see what we have inside. Actually, you really don't need a knife. So let's kind of see if their little arrow thing works. Okay, maybe not. Maybe that's after the wrapping is already off. So let me lower the camera a little bit so you guys can see a little bit more of what's going on. So here is the wrapping already off, and now it's the arrow time. So let's pull this arrow. I'll put this right here or throw it to the side, and I'm going to pull off the wrapping. This is the third generation Nest. This is the stainless steel as well, or brushed steel you want to call it. Let's take this thing off. So it's got a very nice protective front on it so it doesn't get scratched or anything, and that's actually just to remove, just so you can have a better, cleaner programming. That's a sensor down here. So if you can see that right there, this is the stainless steel model again, and this is the front of it. I guess the back of it is in the box. So I don't want to give you guys the QR code, but there you have it. And this you pull off once it's installed. Very nice looking brushed stainless. Let's put this to the side. Alright, so let's see what else is in the packaging. We have the instruction manual, which is going to give you basically welcome home. So you got to install the Nest Home app, which I already have because of the Nest Hello. And it gives you different days to 30 days. It heats and cools, so we'll look at that later. Professional installation, so basically connect it and give a demo. And this is the learning thermostat. This is instructions on how to put the wires in. It has a little bit of stickers right here to put over the wires so you remember what they are. So here is the base, and it tells you to turn off the power, but I've never turned off the power when doing such small. It does have the blue level, so the older ones actually have the green level, so be aware if someone's trying to sell you a first or second generation, it doesn't have the blue level ready built into it. Basically, to connect the wires, you're going to press down on this at the end and basically insert the copper wires. And it's all depending. You might not have this many, so please take a picture of your old design. It has a really, really nice Nest, well built flathead and magnetic Phillips. So it's very nice. It's Nest and branded, and it does very well when you're using it on your old one to undo all the wires. It comes with 2 screws, and this is to basically screw the main plate or even this plate into the wall. So let me take this box off, and it also, I believe, comes with a wall plate already. So if you guys thought you had to buy one, you really don't. If it wants to come out, there we go. So it has 4 additional screws, Phillips screws, and a wall plate. So basically, this goes on the main wall. Make sure these small bosses that have for the Phillips screws are facing towards you when you install it towards the wall, and then you put the plate over it, and these small bosses actually come right into it. So you might not even have to use the metal plate. It's all depending on your wall. And then this goes just like this. Make sure you level when you put it on the wall, and then that's how you connect it. Make sure it goes through the main hole in the front. The 4 screws are basically, in case you use the back plate, you can screw it into the back here. So now that we have everything, let's put everything back in the box, and let's go look at my thermostat. So I put everything back in the box, and now let's take a quick trip into where my thermostat is. Sorry for the I did the video outside today because it's such a beautiful day. I did not want to miss out on that. So now we're coming up to my thermostat, and it's right here. I'm going to lift the camera a little bit just so we can see it. So it's right up here, and let's see if I can lift this camera a little bit higher so we have a better look at it without making you guys all dizzy. Perfect. There we go. So this is what I have right now. It's a Honeywell. And really on all of the thermostats, really what you need to do is pull this front. Basically, it's the main computer off. And the main computer usually has batteries. Some of them do, some of them don't. And these prongs right here is what kind of tells it what to do. So now that you can see mine, let's do a quick close-up. And on mine, if you can see, they're already labeled. One says red, one says white, one says Y, one says green. And with this is very important that you actually look where it's plugged into. So if you look at the bottom, sorry for all the wobbliness, you can see that there's letters R, RC, and you can see how the RC has a prong into both the R and the RC. Don't worry about that with the Nest. The reason why is because the Nest, you can put it into the R or in the RC. It's connected to both of them for the power. It'll recognize that because it's a smart thermometer, unlike these, which don't have all the added features. I can see the white is plugged into W. I can see the green's plugged into green, and the blue is yellow and it's plugged into yellow. So it's not plugged into the blue. So now with your handy Nest flathead they gave you, let's actually take it apart. You want to turn off the power usually for this, but I've done it so many times that I actually know what can happen. With such low voltage on these, I don't usually worry, but have a good habit of turning off the power. So I have all the wires out. I'm going to switch this to my Phillips. I'm going to back this up a little bit, and now I'm going to remove all the screws. Usually I would use power, but I want to show you how it's done step by step. So this one looks that it needs to be pressed out of there. But yeah, so basically you have the idea. It looks like you can see it was never painted under here. And finally I got some power here. It might take us a little bit quicker. But here you go. So I took out the faceplate, and now we're gonna take the plastic and see if we need to use the metal. So what I would do is I would put all the wires through the center of the hole, and it does cover up the whole thing. So, but it doesn't look like it fits both the screws on both sides. So then we can also do we can grab the metal as well, so take it through the hole and see if the metal goes to both of them. And it does. If you can see that, there's a hole here and there's a hole here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the two long screws. I'm going to take one of them, and this is going to hold my plate while I grab the other screw. I'm doing this alone, and as you can see, this is a one-man job in a sense. It would be nice if someone did help, but really not necessary. So as you can see that this screw really is not holding in this spot that I put it in, which kind of stinks. But then again, I can always make a new spot. So let me back up this camera. I'm sorry about that. Let me back it up, and I'm going to find actually a new spot to put the hole in. I'm going to kind of level it out by eye. That should be fine. And there you have it. It's solid onto the wall, and it goes into the drywall very well. It's not that heavy, so you have nothing to worry about. Then I'm going to take the plate. So this is the white plate that they gave you, and you can do it either way. And I'm just going to kind of fit it around the little bosses that they have. It looks a little bit off, but this is all, you can kind of figure it out. So you don't really have to make that piece that level. This kind of twists into position, and you do have a level on the main piece that connects to it. If you saw in the box, if you remember, there were two screws here. Grab those two screws because you're going to need that to finish off this whole thing. If you guys are having trouble installing this, please download the Nest app, and it takes a picture and it kind of guides you through all the wires you need. You might have 5 wires or 6. It's all depending on how many units and what you have in your home. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow what we have. So if you can see in the old one, we had a red and we had an RC. There is no just red on this one. So let me do a close-up on it for you. So there's a red and an RC, and red is the power actually. So let's find the yellow, and I'm going to plug in the yellow into yellow 1. And it basically just sits in there. I'm going to find the green, which is green, and I'll plug it into the green right there. And then I'm going to look for the white, and I'm going to put it into white 1, which is right there. So it might be a little hard, and make sure you kind of figure this out. I kind of mixed up the wires, but so there, if you can see this, so the green is in green, the yellow is in yellow 1, there's a yellow 1 and yellow 2, there's also the red, but I'm going to put in the red in the RC, and that's basically your power. Sometimes your copper wires are going to be a little bit longer, but that's how it about looks, just like that. Make sure it's pressed down, that means it's in. And now we have white, and I'm going to put the white into white 1, and from there we're basically done. We're basically done. So I'm sorry, that's my baby, guys, but there you go. I'm actually basically done, and all I have to do now is tighten this. So here, if you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, but there is going to be a level right there. So I'm going to put the level right in the middle before I tighten it down. I'm going to grab, you can use, for this whole process, you can actually use the their Phillips that they gave you. But just to make this operation a little bit faster, I'm going to do it like that. If you can see, my level is directly in the middle, so we're all good. And then the holes are right in the center. And don't make it too tight, just enough so it doesn't wiggle. So there you have it. It's easily installed. It didn't take me more than, what do you guys think, 5-10 minutes. And we're all set to go. So let me back this up. And I'm going to get the main unit. So as you guys saw, here's the main unit. You kind of want to know, there's a QR code in the back of the main unit which you need to connect to your Nest Home, but this is actually easily removable. So to connect it, basically you want to put that connection into this lower connection right here. And you're going to see a light flashing on top. That means it's starting up. You're going to see a home pop up, and there's going to be a lot of updates. It's going to ask to connect to your Wi-Fi network, ask if you have a Wi-Fi network. And basically the Wi-Fi network connects to your, if you have the Nest Hello, if you have any of the Nest other products like the cameras or the fire detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, which I'm going to be getting next. So there you guys have it. This is the Nest thermostat. Very easily installed. Don't be scared about this install. And well, it really wasn't that bad, as you guys can you guys saw. I installed it with you guys watching. The cover is nice, but I would definitely suggest going with maybe a stainless steel one they sell aftermarket. It'll look a little bit nicer. But thank you guys for watching. I'm going to have a quick review on how it works, if anything changes, if I'm having any problems. And to move it around, you just click down, English US, and you press in to select English US, confirm, internet connection, confirm, connect, and you look for your network. Very nice, makes a nice sound when you do it as well, very smooth. But I'll give you guys a full update. That was just the install and unboxing. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you have anything else you want me to review, please comment below. Please give me a thumbs up and have a wonderful day, guys.